What's up, guys? Welcome to the Linecheck podcast. It's me, Brennan Villarreal, your host, and today, guess where I'm at? I'm in Chef Toys. You know where Chef Toys at, right? In Torrance. I usually frequent this spot when I'm running low on a pan, or maybe someone stole it, or maybe I just forgot that I didn't have it and I needed to get something else. But here I am in Chef Toys with Cruz and Raul, the managers of this fine establishment.
Yep.
How's it going, guys?
It's going good, man. My name is Raul. I manage the store here at Torrance. We got 11 locations, but this is my home store. I've been here for close to 7 years now, and we're just having this 3-day sale, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Cruz. I've been with Chef Toys for about 8 years now. I'm one of the restaurant and sales consultant and also project manage. Hopefully, we're able to answer some of your questions and,
Yeah, let's get it started. Why don't you talk to us about this 3-day sale? Honestly, this is awesome because the shop is open right now, and there's people buying stuff. There's like people chattering. We've never done this before, so this is live in the Chef Toy warehouse. So yeah, let's talk about this 3-day sale. So what's this all about?
So, man, this is our first 3-day sale here at the store in Torrance, Fountain Valley, Commerce. Up north, the stores over there have done a 3-day sale before, and they've killed it. So we were really just trying to replicate that. And luckily, we have Chad. He's behind the scenes right now, and he's really helped us with this 3-day sale, man. We're just giving amazing prices. We're helping customers out. We got a bunch of units out on the floor, too, that are just scratch and dented units that we're trying to push out. So any customer here that needs something, we're trying to make a deal happen today. We're not trying to, come back next week, this, that. We have customers that are in need of their equipment, and that's what this 3-day sale is about, man. We're trying to drive our walk-in business and increase sales with that. And it looks like it was a good turnout for the first day.
That's crazy. This is your first year doing it.
Yeah, this is
It feels like you guys been doing. I was gonna say I thought you guys been doing this for like 5 years.
we've been doing it at other locations, right? We just had Fountain Valley do one. We did another one in Sacramento, right? Cool. And now for us, it's the first time here in Torrance. And again, the principle behind it is to drive sales, to bring our customers back, right? COVID hit us pretty hard, like everybody else did, right? And so this is a way for us to show that we got everything in here. We got a bunch of equipment, a bunch of small wares, and we're just trying to move product for our customers, for ourselves.
A bunch of stuff that I want too. I was like, dang, I want a Vitamix for Christmas.
Hey, we got them, man.
It's right there, right behind you. So I went shopping. I'm not gonna buy all this stuff, but this is like my goodie basket of things that I want. It's for nice. It's for looks too, but
it looks good in the background.
You know what? You actually picked a good basket, is what normally, most people come in and get, right? They'll look for that Vitamix, the cutting boards, the pans, because that's what you need to create something, to make something.
Yeah. Honestly, having just a Vitamix saves your day, saves your restaurant. If you don't have a Vitamix, your restaurant will not operate the same without it. It's crazy. Everyone needs a Vitamix.
No, seriously, they do. And we sell, not only this Vitamix, we got the quiet one. We got different types of blenders. If they're making acai bowls, if they're making salsa, smoothies, we got everything. We sell to all the Robex, all the, what's that other one? Not Robex.
Robocoop?
Jamba Juice, yeah.
Oh, Jamba Juice.
Yeah, we sell to them as well. So,
cool.
We're pushing these things out regularly. That's why they're at the front of the store, just because that's a staple. Everyone sees Vitamix and they want to buy that, man.
Yeah. I'm sold. So this podcast, if you don't know, we talk to a lot of small businesses, chefs, and people that are opening restaurants or in the stages of opening a restaurant or already have a brick and mortar. And I always talk to them, what are the struggles of opening a restaurant
it's really
or
hard,
having a restaurant? Yeah, it's really hard.
It's really hard. A lot of people don't know, right, what it takes, and it's something that you got to find out through the process, right?
And there's lots of people that can, help them guide how to be successful and what they need. Because a lot of times you don't really know. I want to open a restaurant, but I don't know everything that I need to open a restaurant. I may have an idea, but this is where you guys come in handy
we
for
try
building, all the equipment you need for a restaurant.
Right. Well, we try to help, when we get customers that come in, they're looking for restaurants. It always starts with the idea, right? I want to open a restaurant. I want to do this. And then from there, we just try to take it further, right? Some people already have locations, and when they do, it's a lot easier. When they don't, when it's just the idea, it makes it a little bit more complicated because we got to start with a place. Once they have that place, it's just guiding them through the right steps to make sure that they're able to get the restaurant, go through planning, get their plans done, right, start construction, and then open up. Usually, a process could last anywhere from maybe 3 to 6 months if they have a good GC, if they have a good designer, if they have a good plan in hand. Otherwise, it might take longer.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about that.
I've had somebody that was trying to open a restaurant. I think they lasted about 2.5 years. But that's the bad part about it. That's
Yeah.
the worst part. And, that's
You don't want to
having
be
deal
paying
with
for a
COVID.
lease and having a spot.
Yeah, no.
and then-
Some people,
yeah, not
what
even
they'll
open.
do is they'll skim on the plan. The planning part is a big part of it, right? You start a plan, and this plan is going to tell everybody that you have involved what's it going to take to build a restaurant. And when you don't have that done the correct way, it'll just delay you. It'll delay you with construction, with the city, with health, with the fire department, and it just kind of drags on.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I was to walk into the store right now, and I was like, hey, I have a plan and I want to open a restaurant. Here is my plan. How can you help me succeed in
You want to try to give that one a shot, or should I?
buying all my goodies?
So for anybody for anybody that has a plan, right?
Yeah.
And by plan we mean a floor plan with the layout of their kitchen, right? For anybody that has a plan, we basically help them put their equipment package together, right? Most plans are going to have certain model numbers, certain item numbers, right? And what we do is we create a quote that's competitive, that would be affordable for them, and then we even help them out with financing if they have to, right? We offer our best pricing. We give it to them. If they like it, they could buy the equipment. It could be done the same day, or maybe a week later, or a month later. It's usually a few weeks later, right? And then from there, we warehouse the equipment, we allocate, we stage it, we hold it until they need it for delivery.
Cool.
Most deliveries are done in stages, right? If you're building a restaurant, you start with maybe the sinks first, and then the cook line, and then the refrigeration. But we could guide them through that whole process, right? For people that are building new restaurants, we could do kitchen hoods, walk-in coolers. We could do all the custom stainless, the sinks, the shelves, right? The smallwares package, the Vitamixes, the
So you
blenders.
guys do it all.
We do it all, yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Also, like the hoods and stuff.
People
here.
think that it's only what they see here, but a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
times
yeah.
it's more than that, right? And there's a lot in a restaurant that's I'm just gonna say that's behind the scenes that they don't get to see. But yeah, we could do it all.
That's awesome. I can't wait till I open a restaurant. Hopefully, I get some good backing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of things that, like he said, behind the scenes that people don't see. Like he said, the hood, the walk-in freezers, the wall flashing behind the equipment. A lot of the times people don't think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When they're purchasing their equipment, they think, okay, I'm just going to buy the equipment and then can I take that hood right there? But that's not a hood. That's just a
Yeah.
canopy right there,
Yeah.
okay? So people don't realize that those are custom fabricated for their specific restaurant. They got to know what type of hood they need.
What size? They got to know what size,
Yeah.
right? A lot of times it's I had a customer that came in. They said, I want a restaurant. And I said, okay, what equipment do you need? And he says, I don't know, you tell me, right? and we laugh. I'm sorry, I laugh about that because, I can't tell you what you need, because I could tell you to buy a 20-foot hood and you only need 10 feet of hood, or I could tell you buy this, most expensive fryer or piece of equipment that's out there, but in reality they don't need that, right?
Yeah.
So what we try to do is narrow everything down from the beginning and be honest, be transparent, right? Hey, what is it that you're trying to do? We'll look at their menu, determine what's the best cooking equipment for that situation, and then size it up according to the layout. If their kitchen can only do 5 feet of hood, then we'll have to shrink the equipment so that it could fit within 5 feet. Otherwise, if they could do more, then we have to grow the equipment to be able to do more, right?
Yeah.
And those are some of the questions that we always ask when they come in, and we try to make sure that we give right answers so that it could be easy for everybody, including ourselves.
There's so much that goes into it. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And to not know how many dimensions your hood is, that's also crazy because it's expensive, you know.
It's expensive.
It's an investment.
So hoods are regularly expensive. What's more expensive is the labor behind it, right? The installation, the ductwork, everything that goes. That makes that hood work, the ductwork, the fire wrap, and a lot of our customers, some of them, not a lot, some of them think it's just let me get the hood, and then a standard duct, and that's it. But
No.
in the middle, it's hood, permits, passing inspections, getting the right inspections for the right piece of equipment, and then going from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
No,
much,
you explained
so
that
much,
really well.
so much that goes into it. So how do you gain the trust of customers to keep coming back to Chef Toys?
For me, it's being transparent. People could tell when you're lying, right? I feel like people
Like
could
a
tell
used
when
car
I'm lying,
salesman.
right? Yeah, exactly, right. And a lot of it is just being transparent, seeing what they need, advising them against buying something that maybe they don't need, right? Because at the end of the day, we get somebody that say, I want the best of this, of this, of this. And then once you start looking into prices and how everything eventually adds up, right? Everybody's trying to do something to make money, and that doing something has to cost them the least amount of money possible, right? In our case, we're not the only dealer that's out there. Chef Toys, I wish we could be, but we're not. Right? There's other dealers that are out there, and so we have to be competitive and show that our pricing is fair. And that's one way that we gain trust. Having to show that we're not trying to gouge them. No, we're not trying to do something that is not going to benefit them. At the end of the
100%.
day, it's a two-sided relationship. We gain from building, and they gain from buying from us. Right?
Yeah, and like the life expectancy of a restaurant when they open is like 1 to 5 years. To see growth after that 5 years, and that's a long time. If someone comes in and they buy from you, that's 5+ years. Plus after that, if they stay open of being your customer, and that's a long time. So that's perfect.
We have a customer, a sushi place. I won't name who they are. I'm sure
For
you're
NDA
aware
reasons.
Of them. Yeah.
I go there every Saturday night.
No, I wish I did, but they spent, over $250,000 with us, and they opened up in a good location at a new plaza somewhere in Long Beach, and they, I thought they were going to succeed. There were so many times that Cruz and I have gone out there when it was just, an empty shell of a building, and they spent, like I said, upwards of $250,000, and they are not in business today. And that project, when did we do that project?
That was right during COVID, actually.
Wow.
So that was scary. The COVID part.
That situation.
That
was crazy.
That was scary. Not every restaurant is like that. And I say that for the other people that want to build a restaurant. Yes, it's scary. It's an investment, right? But not everybody or not every situation is like that. Now, as far as what you mentioned about coming back and building that relationship, right? What we do is when we get a customer to come in, if they buy their equipment package from us, our next step is to offer them smallwares. Smallwares are your pots, your pans, your spoons, plates, silverware, things that they're going to go through a lot faster than the equipment, right? We also set up their accounts so that when they come in, everybody knows who this restaurant is, and they get to see their history. And if I put notes, for example, Raul's restaurant, hey, let's offer them a little something because they've already started buying from us from the beginning. We carry that out. And one of the things that we have is we have a great system where if I'm not here, the next person that's looking into that computer, they could see that.
Yeah.
So that carries over throughout the years.
Yeah, another thing is like when we're quoting out equipment, like right here, I have a project that I'm working on. We're gonna lose out on the equipment. We're making no profit on this, but our hope is that they're gonna come back and they're gonna buy all their smallwares with us. We have a lot more margin with smallwares, so I don't mind taking the loss on the equipment for us to be able to get their smallwares. And like you said, like he said, it's a give and take, man. We'll lose out on the equipment, yes, but come buy your smallwares from us. Yes, we're still gonna give you a good price, and like you said, we're transparent. but we'll make a little bit something off of the small ones, man. And just to get them in the door, and then afterwards, we'll just build that relationship, and we'll have that two-way street. Like, hey, keep opening up your places with us, and we'll keep hooking you guys up with, you know, a whole entire quote, and then come buy your small ones with us. Like, not every restaurant does have to be a loss or, you know, a closing down. There's a lot of restaurants that I have opened up and that I've seen for now for longer than I've been here, and they've been around for 13 years, 10 years plus, and it's good to see that because they're on their 4th location, they're on their 6th location. I have a customer from from a sandwich place that he was opening up here, and now he's opening up in Nebraska. He's got 7 locations over there. And I just ship everything over there to Nebraska, and it's just building that relationship.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we like to see those customers that are succeeding, because when they succeed, we succeed. When restaurants are busy, we're busy. So we got to be transparent with them. We know there's a lot of competition out there. So we try to be as competitive as we can, but also be fair with the customers. And they have to understand we're a business as well. The same way they want to make money, we have to make money to be here in the future, because everything is either online or they can buy it at a competitor.
It's a savage ecosystem.
It really is in this business, man. And we have to try to, you know, build that relationship, because at the end of the day, we don't want to sound like just a salesperson to them and just, oh yeah, we'll get you a good price on this and that. No, we're trying to build that relationship with them, and we're trying to actually get that repeat business for them to come and continue to shop and feel like an extension of their team, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long has Chef Toys been open for?
This location specifically,
or like the history, like
So Chef's Toys has been around since what, the 80s?
80s.
Yeah, it's
starting the East Coast. I'm gonna guess the East Coast.
No, it started here as
We started as a knife sharpening company.
Okay.
Our founder, Steve Dickler,
Hence
right?
the toys.
He started sharpening knives, right? And he had a truck. He would go to restaurants or hotels, and he would sharpen knives. And then people started asking him, "Hey, do you have this pot?" Or, "Hey, can you sell me a knife?" And then he slowly started bringing in inventory. I don't know the exact year that we started, but I want to say maybe early 90s, late 80s. And right now, how many stores do we have? 10? 11, 12? 11 stores, right?
Wow.
Most of them are Southern California. We have 3 up north: Sacramento, Oakland, and San Francisco. And the rest are out here towards, you know, we have Van Nuys, LA, Torrance, Fountain Valley, Anaheim, Corona.
Yeah, and then we have a few stores up north
and
as well.
San Diego, I believe.
It's crazy because my whole life I've just seen Chef Toys everywhere, but I just live in Southern California.
You know,
so, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, we're just everywhere. You know?
I think it's catchy, right? The logo's catchy, the colors are catchy, right? I saw our trucks on the freeway the other day, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh, there's our trucks right there, you know?
Yeah.
One of our stores is off the 5 on Commerce. I missed that one. So Commerce is off the 5. Everybody like that I seem to meet outside, they're like, oh, I see you guys all the time. They're off the 5, and they think that's our only store.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I always like remember seeing it when I was little, and it's like, oh, what's Chef Toys for chefs?
Yeah.
I think this one's been here. I think Torrance has been here at least 14 to 15 years.
That's crazy. Yeah, crazy. It's been around this long, but I just never like always entered my head, you know, as a kid until I was like older and obviously started cooking.
It's also in a place where you could see it, right? So right off the 405, and I know you're in Long Beach, right? Going to Long Beach, driving by, you could always see it off the freeway. Catch the logo.
There's some other question that I was going to ask, and it pertains to how long is this sale going to continue to last after the 3 days? Are you guys going to do any other in the future? After like next year, same time, maybe like a holiday sale.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, man.
No worries.
So we want to continue to do these 3-day sales every year. We do them once a year at least in SoCal and in NorCal. And this is our first time doing one. And if we have a great turnout, I want to be able to have this every year. I want to have customers look forward to this the same way you looked forward to like Prime Day deals and stuff like that, you know? Yeah. So we exactly Black Friday stuff like that, where you're looking forward to that. And a lot of customers, they've been looking forward to this 3-day sale. I had customers waiting out here since 7:30 in the morning that were just waiting to purchase all of their equipment with us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that this gets customers excited. And if we can have a successful sale this time, I don't see why we can't do it.
So when I
forward.
open a restaurant, I'm gonna mark the calendar for when your next 3-day sale comes. I'll be waiting at the door.
You don't have to wait for that, right? At least not with opening a restaurant, right? Again, there's a big difference where you come and when you're only buying one thing, and then you're coming out and buying 30 things or 40 things, right? So the other thing is we're always willing to help. You know, even though the sale might end Friday, if you come in on Monday and say, hey, this and this and this, or I saw you on the podcast, or, you know, we'll be glad to help. We'll see what we could do, right? If that means discounting something that day, we'll try it, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, that's the main goal of this, trying to show our customers that we have a massive amount of inventory, right? That we have a large warehouse and that we're able to get products to them right away.
And a knowledgeable staff.
And a what?
And a knowledgeable staff.
Very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I love Chef Toys. Come here all the time, and anyone that hasn't been here, I mean, I'm 100% sure everybody that listens to this podcast has been to Chef Toys at least once in their lifetime, or they do it more frequently now because they have a restaurant.
We're becoming more and more popular, so I hope so. Right?
Yes,
I hope so. And if they haven't, hopefully they come and they like it and they're like, okay.
If you work in a restaurant, there's at least one chance where someone in your restaurant is saying, I got to go to Chef Toys.
Okay, then they know about it, right?
He's like, I got to make a run to Chef Toys. Everyone's heard that.
Yeah. We've when I see customers like, yeah, Chef Toys. Oh, okay, I know you guys. I know you. So you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for today. It was great to have you guys on the podcast. I'm really excited to have the audience come into Chef Toys and support and have you guys help them out.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else, but I spaced out a bit. But no, thank you for having us. You know, it's a pleasure to try to talk about, you know, what we do. And hey, for anybody that comes in, we'll be glad to help whatever they need, right? If you want to open a restaurant and need help with that, we could guide you. We do floor plans. We help. I'm just used to looking at, you know, person I'm talking to, right? But yeah, we could help with floor plans. Skills. We could help with selecting your equipment, narrow down, you know, the size of the equipment that you need. We could look at a menu and figure out what it is you're trying to do. We can even lay out a kitchen so that it's efficient, so that it makes sense. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, The Founder, where they're like, I think it's called The Founder, the one from McDonald's, where they draw.
Oh,
things
yeah.
out. You know, we'll even do that, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Hopefully, you guys give us a shot and come on by. We'll be glad to help.
Yeah. Make sure you go to Chef Toys. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Line check. Bye.